This video is for people who have no musical or piano knowledge or those looking for a review of the basics. There are a lot of fundamentals when it comes to piano and music in general, but there are several basics that I think are useful when just starting out for the very first time. With learning anything new, be sure to do everything slowly enough to do it right the first time. When we were young and we were first learning the alphabet, we learned A, B, C, and we learned it for the most part very slowly. Learning it this way ensures that we are taking in information correctly and we are gaining muscle memory to do the things we practice. If we try things too fast, we may play something incorrectly, which starts the habit of playing incorrectly, unless we slow down and have discipline to do what we need to play perfectly. The very first thing to know about piano playing is your finger numbers. We have 5 fingers on each hand, and they each have a number. Both thumbs are 1, index fingers are 2, middle fingers are 3, ring fingers are 4, and pinkies are 5. Because our bodies are symmetrical, opposite to the midline, our fingers start in and go out when playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just remember that thumbs up means you're number 1. There are many exercises you can do without a piano to build dexterity. Dexterity is the ability to move your fingers individually. Try holding both hands up and move your fingers with the corresponding numbers while saying the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5. 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. When you get really good, you can try it faster. 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1. 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 5, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1. You can make flashcards with the numbers 1 through 5 and mix them up and practice playing the right fingers. Make 2 or 3 sets of 1 through 5, and then when shuffled, you will have a set of 10 to 15 numbers in different sequences that you can practice. You may notice your number 4 and 5 fingers may be difficult to move independently. These 2 fingers share a tendon. It is possible to learn how to control these fingers, but it takes a little bit of work. The pinky is arguably the most difficult to control because it is the smallest and it's attached to another finger. Never skip an opportunity to work on the 4th and 5th fingers. Never skip leg day. Knowing your finger numbers can be the difference between building good and bad habits from now on while playing piano. When finger numbers are written in piano music, it allows you to easily play the passage. There are several times when the hand must move away from the keys to other keys. Staying disciplined with using the correct finger numbers will build a great foundation for playing music effortlessly. Let's get to know the piano a little better. A standard piano keyboard has 88 black and white keys. When you play keys on the right side of the keyboard, the pitch of the note gets higher. The notes on the left side of the keyboard are the lowest pitches on the piano. If you study the piano closely, you will see that there are multiple groups of the same 7 keys. In music, we use an alphabet to represent notes or pitches. The musical alphabet consists of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Then it stops, and that's it. After that, it's back to A. These notes are all represented by white keys on the piano. For learning piano, one of the most referenced and talked about keys is C. So how do we find C? If you look at the keyboard, you may notice there are groups of 2 and 3 black keys. If you take your right hand number 2 and 3, your index and middle fingers, and place them on a group of only 2 black keys, place your first finger, the thumb, on the white key that's directly to the left of your finger number 2. You now have right first finger or thumb on C. Do that with all the pairs of black keys to find all the C's on the keyboard. Now that we've found C, let's count up the alphabet. We play C, D, E, F, G, and remember we start back at A, B, and now we're back to another C. The alphabet repeats itself over and over. Counting up and down the keyboard alphabetically is a good way to learn the keys. Learning the keys well will make it so that you will eventually just know what every key is by looking at it. If you want to find C with your left hand, use fingers 3 and 4 on the pair of black keys and use your pinky to play C. There are many places on the keyboard which are standard places to put your hands or to start pieces. One of those places is called C position. C position is when your hands begin on the C key. What I mean by that is your left pinky, or left finger 5, will rest on a C, and your right hand thumb, or right finger 1, will rest on the next C above it. Place all your fingers down on the white keys next to the C, one finger per key. Your left number 4 should be on D, left number 3 should be on E, left number 2 should be on F, and left number 1 or left thumb should be on G. Alternatively, your right number 2 should be on D, your right number 3 should be on E, your right number 4 should be on F, and your right number 5 or right pinky should be on G. When playing piano, a good habit to make would be to try and play without looking down at your fingers. You can pretend that your fingertips are glued to the piano and they won't move. Doing this allows you to read the music uninterrupted and without constantly losing your place from moving your eyes up and down. Playing music can be like driving a car. Looking at other things than what's in front of you can cause an accident. When we sit at the piano, we sit with our back up straight, head forward towards the music. We sit just close enough so that the right foot can touch the right pedal, which is not necessary for younger players who might not be able to reach, but our arms should be slightly bent and relaxed. Move the piano bench until you feel comfortable enough that you can play all the keys. Pretend that you're holding a softball. This curvature is the natural relaxation position for our hands. It also allows us to play the piano easier and without tension. You may gently bend your wrist left or right to play the keys further apart, but don't bend it too high up or too far down. Also, if you put your fingers out flat, you'll notice all the fingers are different lengths, making it hard to play all the keys comfortably. When they're curved, they all have equal length to reach the keys. When playing the keys, let only the fingers that are playing move, and let your hand remain still and relaxed. Pretend your bigger knuckles are hinges that articulate up and down like a machine. When we strike a key, it begins a note. We call that beginning of a note an articulation. We are articulating a note, we might say. Later, we can talk about the different types of articulations, which would include playing short and separated or long and connected. For now, practice playing hard enough to just get a good sound, but not too soft that it doesn't sound at all. Now that we have found C position, we are able to play a simple 5-note scale. With our right hand only, let's play C, D, E, F, G, which is finger numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you play, try playing all the notes slowly, smoothly, and the same length. When one key is played, pick that finger up just as soon as you play the next key to make it connected. This kind of finesse takes practice. Now play it backwards. G, F, E, D, C, which is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play it up and down without stopping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or C, D, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. That is a 5-note scale. More specifically, your 5-note C major scale. Play it with your left hand. Notice that we are starting on C with our left pinky or finger 5. Play C, D, E, F, G or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now play it down, G, F, E, D, C or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play it up and down without stopping. When you feel good about playing the scale with each hand separated, try and play them together. Remember, play it slowly and try to think about what you're playing. When I think about playing the 5-note scale, I think about moving my fingers starting from left side to right side instead of 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 3, because I can't keep up with two numbers in two different places at one time. It doesn't have to be complex. We can break these things down into simpler concepts. What we're looking for in this exercise is playing notes together with two hands up and down at the same time. When we play the 5-note C scale with both hands moving together, going from C to G and back to C, we call this playing parallel. Parallel meaning two lines that stay apart. In this sense, the note movements are equally spaced apart. If we were to play the C scale starting with both of our thumbs, or right and left one fingers, and play down and up 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we call that playing contrary. Our fingers are moving closer together or further apart instead of maintaining distance like parallel. Practice playing both slowly to get your fingers and brain used to doing two things at once. Now that we have established our finger numbers and a good place to put them, we can apply what we've learned to real music. With your right hand starting in C position, play the following numbers. That is the melody to Beethoven's Ode to Joy. You can also play it with your left hand, but the numbers are inverted. After you've practiced this piece a few times with your hands separated, try challenging yourself and play them with both hands together. Try and make it easier for yourself. Are the notes moving up or down? Because they're the same notes in each hand, they're moving parallel. Another way you can play pieces is by the letter name. This way, you don't have to worry about remembering which finger number to use, because all the notes are the same and they are moving in unison and parallelly. Here's another piece that you can play with your right hand in C position. That's Jingle Bells. You can play it with your left hand using these numbers. Again, play them separately, then try with your hands together. Similarly to Ode to Joy, you can play them with the note names. I would also suggest you start with hands separate, then play both hands together while reciting the note names as you play them. This will internalize the physical making of music with the theory of music, meaning the note names. Everything we just talked about are what I consider the very basics of piano fundamentals. We learned about finger numbers, how we can use our finger numbers and knowledge of the musical alphabet to find the C keys and find the rest of the white keys by counting up or down. We also learned about a place to put your hands. We also learned how to sit at the piano properly, good places to put your hands, which is specifically C position, and how to play a simple 5-note major scale parallelly and contrarily, not to mention a couple other songs. And that's a lot. Even though these things are considered simple, it doesn't mean they are learned overnight. They can quickly become complex. You may remember your finger numbers tomorrow, but you won't be able to move them very fast yet. If you spend 10 minutes a day working your finger exercises, you will notice a dramatic improvement in your ability to independently move each finger faster and without slop. So take this stuff slow. Don't move on until you feel pretty good about these concepts, because they will be built upon.
The casual musician